Hey everybody, how's everybody doing today? So, today I was just looking through some of my feeds on here, and I see a few students that were under me, within the last year or two and everything, and they're out there walking around protesting out here in Mesa. These kids walking out of school. They are going into Walmarts, they're going into stores, and I understand what they're trying to do. And and I'm all up for everybody protesting. That's our God-given right here in the United States. But children that are not in high school shouldn't be out there protesting. Especially like middle school kids, because they're just fresh out of elementary school. They're just barely getting done playing with Hello Kitties and Labubus and playing with Yu-Gi-Oh cards and all that jazz. But what hurts me to see is that knowing that some of the students that I worked with in the past, that I tried talking to, try to teach them common sense and not to follow other people's leads, but to be a leader. To see them out there protesting and hear them saying that we're speaking for those who can't speak. Honestly, I don't know what they're talking about. I don't know who they're saying they can't speak. But a lot of you guys out there, I want you guys to know, a lot of you guys that I worked with before, and you guys say you respect me and all that stuff. I want you guys to know that who you guys are speaking up for, that ICE is trying to get rid of out of our country, are the criminals that come not just from Mexico, they come from other Latin countries. And people who get deported that are not criminals, those are what you call casualties of war. Meaning, just like in war, there's going to be innocent people dying because of war. And they're casualties, meaning people that passed away. And it happened during war. I'm not saying what they're doing right now is war, but it's a term. You guys need to understand, you guys, please do. Because Mr. David is trying to teach you guys. I'm trying to help you guys realize what you guys are really, really, really protesting for. You're protesting for murderers. You're protesting for people who do bad things to children. You're protesting for people who commit crimes here in this country that hurt other people. That's who you're really protesting for, because that's what you guys are believing, that when you get other people telling you that they're only going after Mexicans, they're going after everybody and this and that, they don't care. No. People who get picked up from ICE, even though they're not the criminals, they're casualties of war, meaning they are the ones that were innocent, but they're being picked up because they're here illegally. Okay? But all these other people want you guys to believe that what they're doing, they're only picking up on the Mexicans. They're only picking up on the Latinos. There are other races that are being hidden. They're picking up Asian people. They're picking up people from the Middle East. They're picking up people that from all over the world that have no business being here, that are wanted in their own countries for horrible, horrible things. That's what they are trying to get out of the United States. You know, I know what it's like. I got tias and tios too that are here illegally, but they work their tails off to become citizens. You know, and if you want to be here, you need to do things the right way. And a lot of you guys that are out there protesting that are still in middle school, that, like I said, that I work with, you guys know who you guys are. I hope you guys are not the ones going out there cussing out the police, cussing out federal agents. I hope you guys are not the ones that are throwing things at these officers who are trying to just do their job. They're not just trying to do it to get people out of here. They're doing it to protect you. That you might have a future. That you might not be some of the casualties that these illegal aliens have murdered, did the unmentionable to young girls. They're trying to protect you guys. They're trying to protect your mothers, your sisters, your grandparents from having anything deadly happen to them that has happened to the young girls out here in America. I don't think you guys will be being this way if it was someone you know and love that something had happened to them and it was done by someone that shouldn't be here in this country. That's why I'm for ICE. That's why I'm for immigration. So they can get rid of the people. And all you guys out there that say they respect me and love me, and all you kids that you know used to listen to me, do your research first and find out why you're really going out there to protest. Because I hate to hear one day that one of my students, something horrible happened to them. All because you're believing the lies of other people. I feel now that I let you guys, I failed as an educator to try to teach you guys to think with your heads, to be leaders and not followers. I feel like I failed you guys now. That I didn't teach you guys how to think for yourselves. Like I said, I'm happy that you guys are practicing your First Amendment rights, but know why you're out there and know why and who you're trying to speak for. I'm speaking for the little Mexican girls that were unalive and sexually assaulted by illegal aliens. I'm speaking for the grandmothers that should be here raising their grandkids. I'm here to speak for the mothers that lost their lives that should be raising their children. I'm here for and speaking for the sisters that were taken away from their family, the daughters. You guys, please listen to me. Know what you guys are protesting for and who. Because everything that's going on right now in California, out there in Texas, out there especially in Minnesota, they're fighting to keep criminal illegal aliens here in this country. That's who they're doing it for. Because the people that are teaching you this, they don't really care. As long as they can get you guys to be under what they preach. But that, I don't know what else to say. Mr. Dave's just lost for words right now. And I hope you guys really know what you guys are doing and why you're out there.